6 years after the battle, a Roman army came back to the place where it happened. It was 15 AD. The commander was Germanicus, the most admired general of his generation, and he marched his men deliberately to the spot to see it for themselves. What they found is described by the historian Tacitus, and it is one of the bleakest passages in Latin literature. Bones, scattered across the open ground where men had run and been cut down, or heaped where they had stood and fought to the last. Broken weapons, the bones of horses tangled with the bones of men, skulls nailed to the trunks of trees, and in the groves nearby, the altars, rough, makeshift things, where the tribunes and the senior centurions had been led and slaughtered as offerings to gods that were not Roman gods. Men who had lived through the disaster or through captivity after it had come back with the army. They walked the fields and pointed, here the legates had stood, here the eagles were taken, here Varus took the wound, and then took his own life. The soldiers gathered the bones and buried them. Tacitus says no one could tell whether he was covering the remains of a stranger or a brother. They built a single mound over all of it. 3 legions had marched into this forest, the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. As legions, none of them marched out. Those numbers disappeared from the Roman legionary order after this disaster. Some did not raise another 17, 18, or 19 legion. To understand how the bones of an entire Roman field army came to lie scattered across a forest floor in northern Germany, we have to go back, not to the battle, to the assumption behind it. The assumption that this land was already won.